This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Wilson will throw. Thanks to grab. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
You gotta love that on defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the defense to take it. RPO complete to open the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll leave it with him. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the defense get...
And some room to work. And he'll be brought down. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, it's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the...
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Razorbacks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Zings it complete to the right. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. You know what I really like? Wilson will throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication. And it
lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They won it all, and that is exactly... They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wilson to pass. Might be looking to run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially...
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point...
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. They They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wilson will throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Razorbacks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, it's been a long day for this.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
That is...
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wilson to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Pressure coming. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets it out quickly. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Taking it the other way. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised.
Blue 22! Set! Black 88! Hot! Red 18!
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Williams looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass.
did. And I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, you have to love getting to the quarterback early in this football game. Your first drive, how about your offense? They already took care of business, put up points for you. Now you're getting to the quarterback, getting sacks. Great start for this squad.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up...
The Sooner offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooners want to move quickly.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare, so hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the game...
It's a seam wide open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams will pass. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Gets away from 1. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Grab behind the line. It's Kearney. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Looking deep down the right side. It's complete! And he eluded the defense, and he'll... Williams looking for a man. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And in this weather, man, you start...
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd with a bolt of energy on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps it going. Bringing the heat. Buys a little time. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need it.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Williams will pass. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Got it in the middle, it's Sategna. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Pulls and fired complete. There he goes. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Sategna. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's what...
The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. Caught in the backfield, it's Sategna.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try the run. And the Sooners have a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll give it to him again. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offense has been a struggle.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
Quarterback on the keeper. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.